He was scheduled to pitch yesterday, so he's rested. He's been throwing the ball well, so I think that was the reasoning behind it. For everything I heard, it's going to be on and off, but we should be fine. I didn't know it was that cold out there, but yeah, I mean, we should be okay. Obviously, it's how he feels too, but he needs a bat. He hasn't played in he hasn't been right the whole season, so it's April 20-something already, 4th, whatever. So it's been a month. But good for him to get a few bats, and get the time in, and obviously play different positions. He's going to DH tonight, and that's a start. But I would like him to play second, short, maybe a game in the outfield, play DH a few. So we'll see how he feels too. And for everything that we saw and the feedback we got, the swing is a lot better now than actually a month ago. So that's a good start. But he needs to play and get at bats, and obviously we'll make a decision whenever we feel and he feels he's ready. No. For me, the temperature has been good the whole time. I mean, it's just part of the season. We run into the best offensive team right away. People don't want to point that out, but we did. They kick our butt, Seattle. But over 25 games, it looks like they're that offensive team we ran into. Not excuses, but it is what it is. In Oakland, we lost again 1-0. There was another one that we didn't make a play, so that's 2 losses there. In Arizona, there was a walk-off loss, and we won 1-0. We didn't play well against Toronto and Baltimore. New York, one swing changed the game. We went to Tampa, we won 3. We had a bad day against Detroit, so I always will see. I mean, my glass is always half full. Just to answer your question, I think based on who I am and the talent that we have on the team.
Obviously, you have to make a move, but would you I'd like to get a little more of a look at LA?
No. I mean, we've been talking about this kid since last year. He's a guy that his stuff is good. We feel very comfortable. We saw it in spring training, although he wasn't dominant, but I believe in him, and we saw it the other day. We have to push him probably a little more than usual because of where we were bullpen-wise, but to come in with traffic and throw the ball the way he did, expand the zone up and down, that was good. The velocity was there. He's a good kid too. Did a good job with base runners. So, like I said, all these guys, they're gonna have a big role on what we're trying to accomplish, and he's one of those guys. No, he hit today. Obviously, the conditions are not going to let him do what he was scheduled to do on the field. Tomorrow, hopefully, he can go out there and take rounders and run outside and do all that. He's feeling better, so hopefully in the next few days we have an idea when we send him to play and start going at it.
Devers, how much is Devers kind of a puzzle defensively? Like he shows on plays where he's showing range, plays where he's moving all over the place. He's sad for his accuracy. Like, is it odd to see a guy who seemingly has accuracy reversed on him perfectly?
I mean, the play yesterday, it was a different angle, and he was running throws his stride, and he has to throw it across his body, which is not an easy play. It looks that way, but momentum and the base runner and everything. So I'm okay with Rafi. I think he's making strides. His pre-pitch is better. Now the distance is right where he feels comfortable with it. That errors are going to happen, yeah. It's part of the game, but I think he's been pretty solid, turning the play, getting to balls to his left, making the tough plays. So I honestly feel like his footwork is a lot better than last year, balance, the ball he's carrying. So there's going to be errors, yeah, but that doesn't make him like a bad defensive player, in my opinion.
He's also really young, right? How would you describe how defensive work for you?
I mean, all depends who you are, like he's an offensive third baseman. That's what everybody, talk about when he came up, but we feel like he can be a solid third baseman defensively. So it's just decisions sometimes, like when to throw, when not to throw, just learning or reading the situation, looking at the scoreboard, and then risk reward. Is it worth it? And I tell you what, early in the game, you want to throw the ball, you want to get that out. If not, Rick will grab you by the neck. Yeah, but that's what early in the game, yeah, you make that play, but probably late in the game, with 1-0 game, probably it's not worth the risk. So that's something he has to learn. And the more repetitions, the better he's going to get.
I guess more broadly, like you've been around him for this is your second season, also got to see him a little bit from the other side of the field. What have you found out about him and just kind of his growth, his acumen, his consistent learning?
He wants to be a good defensive third baseman, and he's very.
I don't just mean
All around, yeah. He wants to be great. That's the bottom line. He wants to be great. Offensively, defensively, running the bases. He wants to be the total package. And, I think offensively, little by little, he's understanding to control the zone. I know he hasn't hit the ball in the air that often. He did yesterday, but if you stay the course, controlling the strike zone, good things are going to happen. It's one of these, like last year, everybody, was like, oh, he's chasing a lot of pitches. The on-base percentage is down. Now it's like he's not hitting home runs. So well, there's a balance there. And I think this version of Rafi, yesterday hopefully is the beginning of him hitting the ball in the air. But when he starts hitting it consistently in the air, it's going to be fun to watch because he's controlling the strike zone.
If Chavis continues to perform and look comfortable at second base, how much or will that have any effect on the timeline of the guys you have in the injured list or do we have them?
I think that's a conversation for later. He's playing second base today, so we'll take advantage of that.
Just going to ask your glass half full attitude. Do you think you have a whole locker like that? And if so, like, is that sort of your set of the tone, or do you think you kind of have guys like that in general?
I mean, our goal is to repeat, so I can't go in there the whole, hey, the glass is half full. It has, or rah-rah meetings every time. We talked about it yesterday. I'm not going to go out there and get thrown out. So to get the troops going, hey, here we go. We need energy. Let me get thrown out. No, it doesn't work that way. We work every day. We're very humble on what the things that we do. We were very humble last year. You show up, you prepare, you play, and regardless of the result, you do it again tomorrow. And that's how you get consistent. And I feel like offensively we're getting close to who we are. It started with these guys in Tampa. It continued against the Tigers, and hopefully continues this weekend too.
Alex, with the Rays, they obviously take an unorthodox approach to the game. What do you think that has allowed them to be successful with that approach?
They got good arms. They got versatile arms, but at the same time, it's just, this year they went to starters and they got closers. So, I mean, is it that much different than everybody else? I don't know. I know they got the opener and all that, but They still got Charlie and Blake and Snell and Glass now. Those are three pretty good starters, and they got two guys in the back end of the bullpen that they're closers. So, you know, they're pretty similar to a lot of big league teams. As far as the offense, very athletic, versatile. They play good defense. They steal bases, which is part of the game. You know, I don't know. I think everybody saw this coming last year. You know, they played good baseball in the second half, and they did a good job in the offseason adding people, you know, Garcia and Charlie. I mean, they got some good players, and they still have some good players hurt, you know. Now Meadows and Duffy's a great player. Wendell is a good player, so they're good. They're really good. We knew that last year. Seems like every game we play against them was a one-run game or a two-run game. So, you know, at least in our clubhouse, it's not surprising that they're playing this way, you know, and they're going to be in the run the whole season.
Describe the price and then sell for the weekend. And how much does weather affect
It affects, you know, but at the same time, having those two guys together and Eduardo, by the way, Eduardo's starting Monday. It's going to be Eduardo and Porcello Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday most likely is Hector. But having those guys together and the way they're throwing the ball, we feel like we can get 6-7 innings, and it's going to help out our bullpen. So that's something that we take into consideration, and also obviously, you know, you don't want David starting in this game, all of a sudden we lose him. So that also has to come. You know, it came into play for the decision.
You just said the rain might be on and off, and then I don't know how much it's going to go, but do you think last year the Tampa start the opener to give the opportunity to young players, but you can use that way to make up the days like this, the weather?
I don't know. They got a dome, so, you know, I don't think they did the opener because of that, you know, the weather. But I think it helps too. But it's nothing. It's something that we don't, you know. It's not that we don't believe, but we got five guys that can start, you know. So that's why we stay away. But there's certain days that we use somebody that can give us 9 outs. You know, I think there's a confusion between the opener and a starter that can give you 9 or 12. I don't know. We might have to come up with a different name for that one, because their guys go 1 inning and then they go with somebody that goes 12 outs or 15 outs. So it's just they do it a little bit different. So, but I don't know. I don't even know how to answer your question. Sorry.